Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to start up Year 8 with our San Jose Sharks. I want to get a good chunk of the season simulated in this video, but we still have some trade talks before we start up Year 8. Shea Weber, I was talking about in the last video. A few of you guys were agreeing with me, but also a lot of you guys saying, no, don't do it, he's too old, the contract is too long, you'd have to give up way too much to get him. And that last argument about giving up way too much, I think that's the one that really got to me. I mean, he's a great player. I think he would make our team not perfect for this year, but a lot better. Imagine Shea Weber and Dougie Hamilton on the first line. Now you have top two defensemen. He still has his 4.5 White Star potential. So until that drops, he could go up to 38 years old at still being 90 overall. It's not until that drops until you have to start worrying about the players, right? So he'd be a great guy to get on the penalty kill, 5-on-5. Definitely would help out our team. But the problem is because he's so good, his trade value is still way up there. Now they do want to give him up. But if I was going to go after a Shea Weber, right, I'd have to give up, I want to hold on to Enroth. I think it would be, Festerini, because he's now 27, and so he's got his White Star potential, so he's not getting any better, right? So I would definitely give up Festerini. Then the defenseman I'd want to give up would be Cody Ceci, not Merrill, because Ceci's right-handed, and Merrill is just slightly better for this season right now. I'll just show you the stats quickly. I know CC's still only like 24 years old. He's got the Red Star potential. He could still be getting better. But Merrill's turned out to be quite a good defenseman. I know he's a two-way defenseman. But the skating category, body checking is decent, and defensive category is outstanding. So I was thinking, and he's left-handed, keep him, get the right-handed Shea Weber. So Cody Ceci would go in there. So you'd have Shea, Dougie Hamilton, Shattenkirk, Merrill, then Konechev, and Honka. You could split up Konechev and Honka on the 6 and 4 and put Merrill down to number 6 maybe. I don't know how I would do it, but let's just say for CC for right now, yeah. And then these two guys, nope, can't trade them. Can't trade any of them. Can't trade any of them. Got to use Jamie McGinn on the 4th line or the 3rd line if we don't trade for a forward. And can't trade any of these guys either, right? The few players that I could trade would be like Sundin, but he's got no trade value. Might as well hold on to him. Same thing with Brendan Lemieux, but he's 24 years old. Doesn't have much trade value right now. Might as well hold on to him, right? And even that, add in the 1st round pick as well, there you go. Even that, I don't think it would go through. I'm not going to test it, but when I'm looking at that, I don't want to give up all those players just for a Shea Weber. It would help us, but I need Shea Weber's trade value to diminish to like halfway. Then it's an attainable trade, but this is just way too much. I could get 2 players for this. All right, so I'm going to stop on Shea Weber. I did some pre-scouting, and there was really no other defenseman out there that I could make a good trade for to help our team. There's a few forwards out there. One team I was looking at for a nice trade would be the Dallas Stars, because I could have picked up Mark Giordano, which I don't want to get. He's got 3 years left at 5.260, 36 years old, 3-star. We don't need to see him again, right? So I didn't want to pick up Mark Giordano, even though he would be a nice little acquisition. It's that kind of trade value that I want to see in a veteran player. He's 36, 1 year older than Shea Weber, and, his trade value is that low. But Alex Steen, this guy was somebody that I was thinking would be perfect for the 3rd line left wing. 87 overall, 36 years old, right? He's got the 3-star potential, which I'm not crazy about. But I was thinking, I'm going to play him on the 3rd line, so it won't matter. But if he plays on the 3rd line with that potential, come playoff time, will he be down to like 80 or, 78 overall? That's what I'm afraid of with Alexander Steen. And his trade value is decent, right? And if I'm trading for a forward, it's not like I can trade Cody Ceci or Merrill with that trade, because I'm only trading them to get a defenseman back. So if I'm trading for a forward, I don't have that much of a trading asset to go back the other way. So Alex Steen is not going to work out. I was also looking at the Vancouver Canucks for Ryan Kessler, but same thing. His contract is fine, but the trade value is just a little bit high up there, all right, because I won't be able to trade away a defenseman in this. I'll just show you guys what I could do to get a, Ryan Kessler. Put Festerini in there. Oh, I guess they won't accept goalies. They got too many goalies on this team, so let me just throw one goalie back the other way. There you go. Defensemen, see, I got to hold on to all these defensemen if I'm not getting a defenseman back the other way. And I don't want Jason Garrison. I'd rather hold on. It was Shea Weber that would make me break up my core. Not like Jason Garrison, not a top 4 defenseman. Like a top 3 in the league defenseman I'd break up my core for. But I can't trade any of these guys here. Can't trade any of these guys. They got no trade value. Got to hold on to Gallagher and Palmieri. Left wingers, can't trade any of these guys. Got to hold on to them. I can maybe trade away Carrier just because I have Duclair. I have a bunch of left wings, so I'll throw Carrier in there, even though he might get a jump. But if you're going to get something back, you got to give up something. So I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind also giving up Papin. There you go. I have a lot of left winger prospects here. You know what? I give up... No, I'll give up Papin. Yeah, I don't need another power forward here. I already have so many. There you go. Brashear, Nieto. Nieto I got for depth. Got to hold on to him. And centers... Now, no point in trading these guys. They got no trade value. Tyrell, I got to hold on for my 4th line. So, when it comes to trading for a forward, I only have that to work with. You see what I mean? So, that's why the Shea Weber deal was a little bit easier. That's what I have to work with. So, if I make that trade, I don't think I get Ryan Kessler with that. Okay, I'll try it. Because I wouldn't mind that going through. I don't mind giving up my 1st-round pick if I'm getting a stud player. I expect to be a playoff team. All right, so Jaffrey and Moody. I got to find somebody with 1 year left on their deal. There you go. Mallet. All right, so let's try this. Festerini, our goaltender, who's now 27 years old, so he's not getting any better. Carrier, who could get a jump. Obviously, if you're getting Ryan Kessler, you have to give something up, and this guy could get a jump in the next year or two, right? So I'd like to hold on to him, but we're getting a stud player here. You know what? Hang on, let me check Kessler's potential. 3.5. That's fine for 36 years old. He'll stay. All I need is 1 good year. And I'm willing to give up these players for 1 good year. Yep, Carrier. Papin was the guy I picked up in free agency. He's got the 4-star, but we have Brendan Lemieux, who's basically the exact same player. Left wing, power forward, 4-star potential. And then the 1st overall pick, which this year I don't expect that we're going to need. So Ryan Kessler, will it go through? You see what I mean? It's still not. So... It's going to be hard to trade for a forward here. I'll just try the 2nd. Will it go through? No. All right, so we're not getting Ryan Kessler. But good news, there was one other forward that I was looking at from the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know you guys are going to say, oh my God, here we go. But it seems to me like he fits in perfectly. Not Dion Phaneuf, not Alexander Semin. We'll take a look at Alexander Semin's stats quickly. All right, there you go. His defensive category only 4-star, physical only 3-star. He's got good offense, but I'm getting a third liner here, not a power play guy. But Joffrey Lupul, he fits in that category a little bit better because his defensive category 4-star, I think, was the same as Semin's. Physical a little bit better. His poise is 85, right? And he's got 3.5-star at 36 years old, so I'd imagine he stays around 84 overall for the year. And since he's 84 overall, he's more suited for the 3rd line. He's only got 1 year left at 4.29, and also the icing on the cake is his trade value is that low. Same thing with Alexander Semin, but we need the left winger, so I'd go after Joffrey Lupul anyways. That trade value is so easy to trade for. So before I go ahead and make a crazy trade here for Joffrey Lupul, I'll just go through the rest of the teams. I'm looking for forwards right now that could play the 3rd line for us. All right, Clark MacArthur, he could do it, but he's only got 2.5-star potential, so he could drop tremendously. McCallick, he's only got 3-star potential. He could drop, all right. I think 3-star potential players can have a good year, and if I could count on him, I would go to Alexander Steen. I would like to get Alexander Steen instead of a Joffrey Lupul, Travis Zajac. All right, but all these guys, they got 3-star potential, and we've seen what can happen to a player who's got less than 3.5-star potential. 1 year, they could just drop by like 5 points. I can't have that happen. All right, so Joffrey Lupul, like, see what I mean? Alexander Steen, he's got a little bit more trade value, but that potential, I don't trust it. Well, by the end of the year, will he drop to 84 overall? And then, it was a waste to go after him when I could have just got Joffrey Lupul for the less trade value. Nathan Horton, he's too much. All right, go through. Eric Stahl, trade value is way too much, boys. It's a forward. A defenseman, high trade value, we can maybe do it. But he needs to be a good defenseman. Like a Dustin Byfuglien, I'm not going to break up my core for a Dustin Byfuglien. Shea Weber, yeah. Dustin Byfuglien, no. And I'm not getting Brett Burns back. Tobias Enstrom, I don't need either. All right, there you go. Vancouver. All right, so I don't need Garrison and Kessler. The trade value is just a little bit too much. So the Toronto Maple Leafs. You guys can see what I mean about the trade value. I just need somebody who can play the 3rd line left wing position. And this guy, he's a veteran. His poise is up there. He'll help us out for the playoff run. Doesn't need to kill penalties, but he can help out that 3rd line with Sean Couturier and Palmieri. Turn it into a really goal-scoring threat. a goal-scoring threat line. So hang on a second here. Who do they need? Goaltenders. Yeah, they could use a goalie. I'll send them this guy. There you go. Now, hang on. I might not have to give up all these players now with this, right? So let me get these guys off here. I'll give up the goalie because they want the goalie, and that could make it go through right there. So that's good. Definitely going to be able to make this one go through. Helm, Postma, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, all you guys. Forwards, there's got to be, it was one of the left wingers I can give up. Yeah, I have way too many left wingers. My right winger's got to hold on to left wingers. All right, so Duclair, Carey. You know, let's give up Papin here. Yeah, let's give up Papin. There you go. Will they accept more players? Brashear, Watson, no, I got to hold on to them. Koffler, 24 years old for Koffler. Is he red star? No, he's not. Saunders. You know what? Let's just see if this goes through the way it is right now. All right, so 7. So Festerini, Papin, and a 7th for Joffrey Lupul. Will it go through? No, not yet. All right, let's try to make this work out here. A 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. Will it go through? No. Okay, so let's get another player in here, another left winger. It's okay. I don't mind giving up a few of these players here. Brendan Lemieux, Papin, Watson. Got to hold on to Watson. Duclair. You know what? Let's give up Carrier. Carrier will give us a little bit extra value back here. And then I can just get, there you go, this guy. All right, maybe pick up a draft pick as well with this. 2, a 2nd and a 3rd. I'll give him a 7th and a 6th. Will it go through? Nope. All right, how about just the 2nd? Will it go through? Nope. All right, how about just the 3rd? Yes. All right, so there you go. We got Joffrey Lupul on our team. We got a 3rd as well. We got that goaltender, and we only had to give up 2 of our left-wing prospects, Papin and Carrier, who might be able to turn out to something, but you know what? We're fine without them anyways, and our goaltender, Festerini. So don't look at Joffrey Lupul as somebody who's going to like play as a superstar for our team. I didn't give up a lot to get him. He makes our 3rd line better. All right. So I'll show you the lines now. I know you guys want to see them. Defenseman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm glad I didn't give up too much to get Shea Weber. It was unnecessary for sure. Postma. I'll just do the lines again. And don't worry, we're going to get some of the simulation done in this video. Nieto, I don't need you up there. White King. Oh, I have too many here. Okay, yeah, it was Lemieux that, yeah, Lemieux. That was the guy that I wasn't sold on just yet for a good Stanley Cup run. He's still only 24, and his shot is good, but he's not good enough yet up here. All right, so let us set up the lines here. Joffrey Lupul down there, Kirby Reichel, Couturier, Palmieri, McGinn, Dwight King, Terrell. All right, so there is our lineups. Reed Boucher, DeCall, Gallagher. All right, now our first line might not even be our first line this year, but I don't care. I'm going to play the studs where they need to play. Walton, McFarland, and Reichel, okay, on the 2nd line. And then the 3rd line, Sean Couturier, Joffrey Lupul, and Kyle Palmieri. So the 2 good defensive players. And then maybe, I'm not looking for 40 points out of them, just somebody who's better than a Jamie McGinn on this line, all right? And Jamie McGinn has now replaced Brendan Lemieux, all right? So I don't know. We've tried the sniper on the 3rd line before. It hasn't worked out, but I think this should be okay for us. Defenseman, Shattenkirk and Hamilton. I need 2 righties. There you go. I want to use Honka on the 2nd. There you go. Merrill. There you go. He's got to be up there. Merrill, Honka, and then Cody Ceci and Konechev. Yeah, that works out. All right. Let's split these guys up again. Nope. You know what? Let's give the young guns first line power play time. Yeah. And we don't need to use Palmieri on the... Oh, no, not Palmieri. It's Kirby Reichel, right? We could use Joffrey Lupul on the power play instead of Kirby Reichel. Let me just compare stats. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 for Joffrey Lupul. Because I'll use Kirby Reichel. I didn't get Joffrey Lupul for this reason. Hang on, Kirby Reichel. Let me just see... It's pretty even. No, Joffrey Lupul takes it in the census category. He's only got 3-star for census. Okay, so Joffrey Lupul definitely gets power play time. Walton, McFarland, and yeah, we go with Joffrey Lupul there. There you go. And then DeCall, Gallagher, and Couturier. No, not Gallagher. It was Boucher. Yeah, I don't want Gallagher on the power play. I want Boucher in there. There you go. All right, Boucher on the left with Couturier and DeCall. Very nice. Lupul. Should I go... You know what? I'll go DeCall on the first line, Couturier in the middle, and then Joffrey Lupul on the wing there. There you go. That's better. All right, because we'll get DeCall with McFarland and Walton. Yeah. All right, Konechev and Hamilton, sure. Shattenkirk and Honka, sure. Let's do these 2 guys. DeCall and who do we want here? Gallagher wasn't playing the last time. I'll give it to Joffrey Lupul. Oh, no, Boucher, Reed Boucher, yeah. Joffrey Lupul is depth. just the power play, he's a sniper. But no, I need Reed Boucher in there. All right, now penalty kill. This is going to be the interesting one. All right, so centers. Couturier is definitely going to be our first line penalty killer, so we can get that time. Terrell, the second line center. All right, Kirby Reichel. I need third liners. So Kyle Palmieri and Kirby Reichel. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. There you go. And Kyle Palmieri. Or should it be Dwight King? Hang on. 87. All right, not bad. Let me just check out Dwight King, though. Dwight King. All right. 87. Oh, no, it should be Dwight King. Yeah, Dwight King was our penalty killer last year. There you go. So Couturier, Kirby Reichel, Terrell, Dwight King, Honka, and Hamilton. No, let's move up Cody Ceci. And let's get Merrill in there. There you go. We don't need the offensive defense. I know Honka's got a great defensive category, but still, same for the power play. Got to play everybody here. Three-man penalty kill. It's going to be Couturier and DeCall. Yeah, I won't go Terrell. I'll go to DeCall there on the second. Honka and Hamilton. No. Honka. There you go. Merrill. You know, let me split these guys up. Sorry. There you go. There you go. Very nice. 4-on-4 lines. Boom. I need Reed Boucher up there instead of, Reed Boucher instead of Gallagher. Reed Boucher, very nice. Shattenkirk, Hamilton. Let me move Shattenkirk down here. Hamilton over here. Merrill. I'm going to need, where is he? Honka. And then over here, it's got to be CC. All right, Couturier, Lupul. Extra attackers, it's going to be our centers. DeCall and... Who should it be? Who should it be? Who should it be? Who's it got right there? Walton? Yeah, all right. I'll go with Walton there. I'll try him out. See how he does. Goaltenders, Ernest Shirelli. Yep, and shootout. We don't need to take a look at that. All right. So we spent a lot of time here. Don't worry, we're gonna get this done. Now let me just bring up Postma. I don't need him down there. Ernie, I need down there. Russell, I don't need down there. I just need the players that are too old. They don't need to be playing down there. And Nieto, he don't need to be playing down there. There you go. All right, so there is our NHL team. Our AHL team, there you go, Sundin, Lemieux. Let's see who's not playing here. Helm, he's the tough guy. Okay, everyone's playing that they need to be. Everyone who needs to be playing is playing. All right, so there you go. There are the lineups for our team. Now, don't worry, we're going to get a chunk of this simulation done. Let me just, I got to remember to do settings, rules, injuries, back off, and automated goalie rotations on. Very nice. All right, so let me just stop this, save it, and we will be able to start up the Year 8 simulation. We'll get at least 1 month done, so hang on 1 second here. All right, that's much better. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get the first month of simulating done in Year 8 for the San Jose Sharks. Going to be hopefully a very successful year. But I think it should be a very interesting year. That third line, all right, that's the one key that we changed on. Obviously, Logan is gone, but I don't think that that's going to hurt us that much. The last 2 years, we've gotten rid of Jamie Benn, we've gotten rid of Logan Couture, but look at the 2 acquisitions that we've brought in now to replace those 2 guys. Instead of having the 2 playmakers, Jamie Benn and Logan Couture, hovering around, just less than 90 overall, now we have Walton and McFarland, a playmaker-sniper combination, left-wing center, who are both already 87 overall, who are in their lower 20s, all right? So, yeah, it sucks to trade those guys, but we've replaced them quite quickly, and we've also increased on our depth. Our third line now is tremendously better than it was last year. I mean, Palmieri's still there. You know what? Actually, was Palmieri in the second? No, he wasn't on the second line last year. He was on the third line. It was him, Terrell, and like Brendan Lemieux or somebody like that. Now our third line this year it can be probably better than a lot of teams' second line. Maybe even be a lot of teams' first line in some cases. Maybe not Palmieri, but Sean Couturier on the third line and Joffrey Lupul with Kyle Palmieri. I think that will just bring you good depth. Whatever I don't care if it brings me defense, offense, I don't care. Just some good depth. And then the fourth line, obviously, is the same that we've had for a few years now. Terrell's been moved down. We have Dwight King and Jamie McGinn on that fourth line, which should be interesting. Now, I'm not going to go crazy if we start to lose games early. When I look at this team, we have got to be a playoff team, all right? So I don't care if in the first month we start to lose some games. There's obviously going to be some line changes to be made. Ernest Shirelli, I hope, brings me his third year in a row where he does well, but there's no reason why this team should not be a playoff team, not be like one of the best teams in the NHL. So just give it a chance. Don't go crazy yet. I might want to do like 2 months of simulating before I take a look at the stats. 2-4-1, not the greatest start, but don't worry. We've got to turn this around. There's many things that I can do on this team. I could take the first line and just turn them into the second line. You know, switch Reed Boucher with Walton and McFarland if we're not getting enough goal scoring, right? Because that could be a problem. Reed Boucher and Gallagher on the first line. I just don't want to give the plague to McFarland and Walton. The roster said they're second liners, so I want to play them in their position, you know? I want to make the playoffs. Yeah, I want them to be first liners of the future for us, but I don't want to give them the plague. That is such a waste of good potential. So I'm just going to play them where they should play where they should play this year. I can't even talk, and we'll see what happens. All right, so 4-5-1, not the greatest. We've come back a little bit, but again, just wait. We're only 10 games into the season, 1/8 done. Let me get a quarter way, and then we'll be able to really judge our team. Well, there you go. We're above 500. All right, boys. So it's all right. We're just fine. So I'll stop it right there, and we'll quickly take a look at the stats. We're going to do this multiple times, don't worry. Team standings, all right, just so we can... I probably won't be able to remember these numbers just because we're going to do this a few times, but if you guys want to try and remember them. Goals for per game, 24th in the NHL, so we definitely want to score some more goals. All right, but that's not a bad thing because it's a goals against stat that we've been really working on the last few years. Ernest Chiarelli, and again, 4th in the NHL for goals against per game. So defensively, we're a great team, all right? And if our offense could just wake up a little bit, and I think it should, we're going to be outstanding. Power play is 25th in the NHL, so that's not good. Remember, it could turn around quickly. Penalty kill is the second best in the NHL, so we're a good defensive team. All right, in the last 10, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, again, the stats are a little bit all over the place. But I'd rather be a good defensive team than a good goal-scoring team. Definitely. All right, because you can add goal scoring easily. The defensive side of the game, you know, it's hard to find the right goaltender, right defensive core. We got it, though. The last few years, we've been a great defensive team. So here it goes. DeCall. So he's not struggling on the first line, is Michael DeCall. He's got 13 points in 12 games played. Walton, remember now, Walton and McFarland, they have first line power play time. So the reason that they may have more points than Reed Boucher and Gallagher might because they be on the power play, right? It might be the reason. Power play goals too. It doesn't show power play points, which I wish it did. But Reed Boucher, he's got 7 points in 12 games played. All right, so let's not go crazy just yet. Kirby Reichel, 6. Joffrey Lupul, 4 goals in 12 games played. That's what I got him for, goal scoring. He's probably got some power play goals. No power play goals, so they're all 5-on-5 there. That's really good then for us. Couturier, 5 points. All right, so the third line is doing good for us. All right, very good. Defenseman. All right, and goaltender, Ernest Chiarelli, baby. 1.79 goals against average, save percentage of 94.67. Hell yeah. There's nothing wrong with Ernest Chiarelli, boys. Nothing wrong. He's a beast. So let's go one more month here, see what the dealio is. If we fall back behind, I might want to stop it just so you guys can comment on the goals for. That's what we want to change right now, the goals for. And that's one thing, I said it before, we can easily do that. I can move up McFarland and Walton to the first line. Maybe take Gallagher off the first line. I know he's been great on the second line. I just want to spread out the lines. Don't look at our team and think, oh, we're playing like crap. We're not. We're still a great defensive team. And that's one of the things I was trying to do with arranging these lines. That's why I have power forwards on every line, a two-way forward, right? I want to be just as good defensively as we are offensively. So I can stack the top 6 with our snipers and playmakers, right? But will that truly make us a better team? Sure, we might score some more goals, but maybe we allow more goals and we become a worse defensive team. We got to figure out what the best lines are for this team. I'm thinking a change might be Reed Boucher and Gallagher off the first line, though. I think that might be a solid thing to do. And that's a good thing that we can go back to. I just want to give... I don't want the plague. I would almost rather miss the playoffs one year and keep Walton and McFarland at gold star potential than to make the playoffs this year, putting them on the first line, and then one of them having a red star potential at the end of the year. You know what I mean? I hate that damn plague. Yeah, they're leading our team. Walton is in assists, 9, 10, and 2. I'm not liking this. We'll just go one more month here. I might do a quick change. Ottawa Senators 13, 4, and 4. Man, losing games, yeah, man, and it's like we're losing games, but our goals against is still we gotta find a way to score more goals. So I think I might just stop it right now. Yeah. Let's get on top of this. All right, so I'll fix this up a little bit. Yeah, we're losing way too many games here. So it could be just that our Our best players are on the second line. We need to move them up. All right, so I'm going to leave. Oh, man, this is hard. Okay, I'm going to switch the call over there. Walton, McFarland's, and we'll go with Reed Boucher, 2 snipers. Gallagher. We'll go Kirby Reichel. Yeah, I'll keep Gallagher and Reed Boucher in the call because when these guys were running the second line, when we had Logan up there on the first line, they were tearing it up. So let's try to spark these guys again. Remember, I can always use Sean Couturier in here with Kirby Reichel or Joffrey Lupul up there if we need to. But I want the depth to mean something here. So we'll go Walton, McFarland, and... you know what? Oh, no, let me go Gallagher. It was Kirby Reichel who did good with DeCall and Boucher. Yeah, because it was Gallagher, Couture, and Ben. Right. Okay, so we'll try that. There you go. That's fine. Defenseman, let's try bring up Honka on the first line. Get a little bit more goal support, all right? I'll move up Konechev. No, I can't do that yet. There, Merrill and Shattenkirk are fine right there. Power play. All right, we got to get some more power play goals. DeCall, I got to split you up here. Joffrey Lupul, get another sniper on that line? Or should we get Reed Boucher? No, I want to keep Reed Boucher with DeCall and Couturier. Yeah, that's fine. No power forwards now on our power play. All right, Konechev. Let me get Honka in there instead of... There you go. Honka instead of Konechev. McFarland, Walton, DeCall, Reed Boucher. Yep, all right, so that's all I'm going to change. I'm not going to change our penalty killing or anything else. There you go. So there's the line changes that I made. We've turned Walton and McFarland into first liners. If they get the red star potential, boys, I apologize ahead of time. All right, but we've got to pull this out now. 9 and 14. We're decently into the season now. We're like 23 games into the season, a quarter past. It's time to right the ship. So I'm going to try to call on the second line with Reed Boucher and Reichel. Get that line back together in their second line role. All right, so it kind of mimics what they had when Logan and Jamie Benn were on the team when they were tearing it up. And we're going to see what McFarland and Walton can do on the first line. All right, we're going to see if they're first line material and if they can win games for us. All right, there you go. We're starting to win. Don't worry, I'm still not worried about not making the playoffs. Obviously, the President's Trophy looks like it might be out of reach by now. But I don't care about all of it. I just ignore it after I did it. Yeah, I think I did. Hang on. Scouting assignments. All right, forwards. The OHL, 6 weeks. Very nice. All right, so let's go one more month for sure. And then we'll, either if we're doing good or we're doing bad, we'll stop it there. Just because I want, oh my God, look at the Tampa Bay Lightning record. You see what I mean? Yeah, I don't think we're catching them. They were like 21-3-2 or something like that. Yeah, we got to turn this around, boys. Logan on the Philadelphia Flyers, they're 9-17-3. It worked out for us. All right, Washington, there you go. Coming back with some wins now. We'll take a look at the stats after. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we score some more goals now, but maybe defensively we drop off a little bit. Could also just be coincidence. There you go. Starting to win some games. And look at that. Joffrey Lupul leading our team in goals. So maybe the power play, he's helping us out a little bit. Who knows? We got to turn this around, though. Come on, boys. 14-14-3 with this team? It's just crazy. It's young, fair enough. It's a young team, but still, we have so much talent on this team. Like the Nashville Predators, I don't think they have as much freaking talent. They got Neuwirth as their goalie. Come on now. Oh my Jesus. All right, whatever. I don't know what to make of this. I'm sure we'll turn it around by the playoffs, though. But let's just take a look at the stats. You guys can maybe chime in. 15-15-3. I don't know how to make a perfect team. I think Shea Weber definitely would have helped us out. Oh my God, losing more games. Jesus. It's craziness. The team that we have put together this year, I'm surprised we're not way up there in the standings. At least we've got back above 500, which is good news. That's always good news to be above 500. Striking range of the playoffs. There you go. There's another loss. Just rack them up, boys. There you go, the Edmonton Oilers, team that beat us last year. Okay, we beat them 3-1. All right, so we're going to end it right there. I don't know what to make of this team. At least we're above 500, which is good news. All right, 17-15-5. Take a look at the standings here. All right, so we're fourth in our division. It's not good enough, though. We're definitely in a playoff race. We got to start winning games, all right? But at least we're not in a horrible position. So let's take a look at this team standings here, and let's try to figure out what we need to fix. All right, so goals for per game, 20th in the NHL. So it has gone up, but we need to score some more goals. Goals against per game, 11th. So that has dropped off, but I'd imagine that's dropped off just because we're losing games, right? I'd still say we're a good defensive team. 2.54. We just need to win. If we can just go on like a 5 or 10 game winning streak, that will jack back up to like top 5. All right, so power play percentage, 10th in the NHL, so I guess that got a little bit better. That's good. Penalty kill percentage, let's see this. This dropped tremendously. We were doing much better on the penalty kill. All right, home record 9-7-1, away record 8-8-4. But the last 10 games we are 6-2-2. Okay, so you see what I mean? Like it's hard to say with this team. Maybe we're just young, but I want to hear it from you guys. Player stats for the season. Let's just see what we have, what we're working against right here. Let's see who's tearing it up for our team and who's not stepping up for us. Come on now, Jesus Christ, load it up. All right, so forwards. So DeCall, we moved him off the second line. He's not or we moved him off the first line. He's not point per game anymore, but 29 in 37. Walton, 28 in 37. McFarland, 26 in 37. Joffrey Lupul, 22, but he's got 16 goals in 37. Reed Boucher, 20. Sean Couturier, 17. Kirby Reichel. So Gallagher and Reichel definitely not getting points, but they're power forwards, right? So it's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say. Palmieri, McGinn, all right, so there you go. There's all the players on our team. We're definitely getting depth goal scoring. Like, we don't have any leaders in the NHL. And defensemen, there you go. And let's see what Chiarelli's still doing for us. So, Chiarelli, yeah, we allowed way too many goals there. I don't want to blame Ernest Chiarelli because he's played great the last 2 years. We got to start just turning it around. Ernest Chiarelli, 2.34 goals against average, 13, 12, and 3, and a save percentage of 92.71. That's still a good save percentage. We just got to turn it around as a team, all right? So, I don't know what to do. Maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe I got to change up the lines. I want to ask you guys what we should do, all right? There you go. There's the way I have it right now. It's just not working, so what do we do to fix this? All right, let me know. There's the offense. There's the defense. Also, maybe Honk on the first line. Maybe we should just go Shattenkirk and Hamilton, the best two. You know, maybe. I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys. We're going to end it right there. Let me know, and I will see you in the next video.